Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Griswold Carter, and I am a student at in the Criminal Justice Program at Columbia College. I would like to take this time to say thank you and welcome. I would also like to share with you today how important it is to have support from your cohorts who at times become very close friends and family, and that helps you build a strong relationship. On my first day of school, like some of you, I had butterflies, just like I have right now. And I thought, oh boy, here we go. Griswold, there's no turning back at all. I took my time and looked around the room before entering the classroom. I entered to see 4 strangers whom I was not sure about and had already started to judge by their appearance, without knowing anything about them. I decided to sit back and see what would happen. After a formal introduction on the first day of orientation, I had a different view of my classmates and now want to know more about Amber, Sean, Katrina, and Stephanie. And for them to know more about me, and now what is known as the Fabulous 5. After the week-long orientation, my classmates were no longer just classmates in a room, but we have become and still are cohorts. Although a cohort is a group of individuals sharing a common factor in a statistical survey such as age, my cohorts were not defined by age, but a bond that has grown over many semesters and a bond that has provided moral, emotional, mental support inside and outside the classroom. This bond has helped us and will continue to help us together to grow as individuals as well. Each one of us at first did not know what to make of the other. But we all had similar goals, to graduate from Columbia College, and as Sean would say, get that piece of paper to make that other piece of paper in the field of our choice. We have now gone from being intimidated and unsure about each other to learning with critical thinking questions from Stephanie, laughing at many stories from Katrina, and building a very strong relationship together. My question for you today is, what does it truly take to be a part of a cohort, a team, a group of friends that were complete strangers? I will tell you it takes patience, understanding, listening, and awareness of what we are all about. I remember one day Ben Antuka approached me. He said he was impressed to see how the unity we had got together as a cohort. He had not seen something like our group in a while. I could not wait to tell everyone. I felt this was very important and something to be very proud of. It is very important to have such cohorts in our everyday lives, especially at school. Ben was impressed to see on most days we were all studying together before class started and how well we looked out for each other and took ownership in our classes. I remember we had English and Amber noticed we would not all be in the same class because of the amount of students. Amber felt it was very important for us to stay together. And as usual, Amber had a proposal to make to ensure that we would be in the same class. So far, her proposals have yet to fail. The rest of us felt the same way, and I knew we could not, nor should we ever take anyone or anything for granted. Although we are moving on to different career paths, we must keep in mind and remember what we have learned at Columbia College and how we have developed and matured despite our views and beliefs. We must not be afraid to build relationships and help those who need our help and support. That type of support does take on many different forms. Some include asking questions, or it may just be someone to lend a listening ear and hear what they are saying, and reminding them how proud you are of them, and how much they are appreciated, and thank them for all they do goes a long way in any relationship. Relationships are all around us, and what we do with them is up to us. My hope for the future is to continue building relationships with my cohorts, families, and friends. We all have a common bond, a bond that is positive for our future and for our children's future. In our society today, it is very fast-paced and we live busy lives. But it does not take much to reach out to lend a helping hand, the same way my cohorts have done for me. As for my relationships, I will grow and build them in every way possible. Thank you for allowing me to take this time to share my experience with you. I will close by saying, we all have a voice to speak. We all have a voice that is inside of us somewhere. It is up to us to use our voice and not be afraid to share. I will use my voice and make it clear. My name is Griswold Carter, and I am here. Thank you.